I've lived in Obil village all my life. Seen generations come and go, children born into clay homes, and dreams either grow wings or get buried in silence. But there's one family I'll never forget, Momankem Delem Okoye, and her two daughters, Chioma and Ifeoma. Momankem, oh, that woman. 40 years old, yet she carried herself like a queen. Dark-skinned, tall and graceful, always in her brightly colored Ankara wrappers and matching geli, her head wrapped tied high like a crown. Even the way she walked to the market, basket on her head, shoulders straight, commanded respect. After her husband died suddenly, she didn't beg or break. She just wiped her tears and began again, for the sake of her daughters. Chioma Okoye, the elder girl, was 18 then. Dark-skinned like her mother, with these big, round eyes that looked like they could see straight into your soul. Her long braids were always neatly tied, and no matter how hard life pressed her, she smiled, soft, grateful. Every morning, before the sun even stretched, I'd see her sweeping the compound, fetching water, helping Momankem grind pepper, slice okra, or wash bitter leaf. Then off she'd go to school, her books held tightly to her chest like treasure. After school, she didn't rest. No, she went straight to the market to help her mother sell vegetables, tomatoes, ugu, garden eggs, whatever was in season. She was focused. Grounded. That girl had eyes on something bigger than the village. But Ifeoma, the younger one, Ife, 16, was something else entirely. Light-skinned like her late father, with beauty that made passers-by stop and stare. Her skin glowed like golden palm oil under the sun, and she knew it. Always dressing like someone in a Lagos music video, tight clothes, wigs, shiny lip gloss. She hated the village life. Hated school. She'd say, "Mama, this place is too small for me. I'm meant for Lagos." And Lagos did call her. One early morning, while the rooster still crowed, Ify packed a nylon bag, threw on her best heels, and caught a bus to Lagos without saying a real goodbye. She said she had friends there, connections. She was going to find rich men, live soft, and post pictures that would make the village girls jealous. Momankem cried for days. Her heart was broken, but she kept walking. Chioma said nothing, only prayed harder at night, whispering her sister's name like a song. Years passed. Chioma finished secondary school with top results, got a scholarship to university in Enugu, and later married a wealthy businessman who saw her worth. She built her mother a new house. Sent money every month. Even bought a freezer for the vegetable stall, something no one else in the village had. Then the call came. Ifeoma had been in a terrible car accident. The news spread fast. Rumor had it she was with a rich man in one of those black SUVs, the type with tinted windows and bulletproof rims. The crash nearly killed her. They rushed her to a hospital in Lagos. But what broke her wasn't the broken bones. It was what came after. The doctor stood by her bed and said, "Miss Ifeoma, we have some bad news." She said she was scared. Thought it might be about walking again. But they said, "You are HIV positive." She screamed. Begged them to recheck. She kept saying, "It's not possible, not me." But it was true. The Lagos dream had chewed her up and spit her out. Chioma left everything and came. She went to Lagos, carried her sister home, not in anger, not in shame, but with quiet love. She nursed her, bathed her, brought her back to life piece by piece. Now, I see Chioma driving back to the village in a fine Toyota, with her husband and baby in the back seat. I see her help her mother unload goods for the market and pray at church like nothing has changed. And I see Ife too, no longer flashy, no more wigs or gloss, sitting quietly by her mother's stall, helping count change, covering her face when people stare. Life taught them both differently. Two sisters. One road split into two. One found purpose, the other found pain. But in the end, they both found each other again. And me? I was just a neighbor. But some stories never leave the heart.